46, where it's 1st and 10 as they open the possession. Here is the roll left. Dr on the run, fires complete down near the 30-yard line. The Colonials say it was out of bounds. No such luck as David Crawford moves the chains. Myles Russ, the lone setback for Sinclair. Here comes the blitz. Russ will get the call. It parts like the Red Sea up the middle. Russ turns on the Jets, and he's out across the 40-yard line for a pickup of 22 yards. From their own 37, you get a good look at him there. Here comes the blitz on the play action. Dash is going to tuck it down. He loves to run. He's got a first down out near midfield. 49 of the Seahawks. Here comes the blitz up the middle. Dasher stands in the pocket, and it's picked off at midfield. Intercepted by number 33, Brad Bannis. And for Bannis, that is the first pick of his career, the sophomore out of Houston, Pennsylvania. They've always had good fans enjoying Wagner football. Coach Walt Hamline in his 30th season gets great support here. Of course, he's also the athletic director. So here it's on 4th and about 5.5. Dasha back to throw on the post. He's got his man. Touchdown! Justin Matthews. It goes for 32 yards, and the Wagner Seahawks have themselves a 9-0 lead. Tell you that right now. 2nd down and 6. The give is to Russ. He's got some room, folks. He could go. You never know when he kicks it into 2nd and 3rd gear, but they run him out of bounds near midfield. Coleman, this time out of the pro set, is the reverse. Link gives to Coleman, turns the left corner. He's got some daylight, and he's inside the 15-yard line. Big play for the Colonials as they go to the, what do you call it, trickery route. 4 receivers out of the spread. The Colonials only rush 3. Dasha strong in the pocket, fires, has his man. It is complete along the far sideline, but it will not be good enough for a first down. Guru. 1st and 10 for the Colonials from their own 35. Play action for Sinclair on the roll. He's got room to run. Instead throws a completed pass to T.J. Green, and he will go all the way for a touchdown. 65 yards, and Robert Morris has tied the game at 9. Triple receivers to the left. Newberry back into the pocket again, getting pressured. He is sacked. That is a loose ball and a fumble, bouncing around like a hot potato, and the Colonials have recovered. Number 58, Robert Williams, falls on the football deep in Wagner territory. Sinclair is 9 of 20 for 130 yards and a touchdown. Back to throw on 2nd down and 17. He's got his man. It's complete to Jamie Cobb. He eludes one man and dives into the end zone for a touchdown. It goes for 31 yards. And the Robert Morris Colonials have struck again. They are on top 16-9 with 12:23 to play. For Sinclair, his 2nd touchdown pass of the day and his 8th of the season. One for 161 yards and 2 touchdowns. Barely gets the playoff. Sinclair wants the home run ball. It is T.J. Green. Did he hold it? Let's see. I believe he did. Nick Dasher out of the gun. 1st and 10 from his own 32. Over the middle, underthrown and intercepted by Michael Landers. It is 1st and 10 with 4:13 to go. Again, they are down 23-9. Dasher deep into the pocket, throws over the middle. It is behind Justin Matthews, but complete as he whittles his way out across the 20 for a Seahawks first down.
With Dasher, just kind of lobbing out there. He's got a strong arm. From a major league catcher.
Well, he lost this one. It's going to be picked up by Michael Landers, who has his 2nd theft of the day. Runs it back inside the 25 and has run out of bounds at the 20. Maybe the best in the country.
Ralph Ventry.
3rd down, split backs, goal to go, and Sinclair throws his 4th touchdown pass of the day. This one goes to Shadre King. Paul Tatino and Steve Levy back in Staten Island, New York, where Robert Morris has knocked off Wagner 30-9 with 30 consecutive second-half points. Our Akadema Player of the game is Jeff Sinclair, 15 of 27 for 241 yards and 4 touchdowns, and he's standing by with our own Craig D'Amico.
All right, thanks, Paul. They say good things come to those who wait, and they say good things also come in threes. Both true for Robert Morris today. 3rd straight comeback victory in the 2nd half. What goes on in the locker room for all these second-half comebacks?
We keep coming out slow. I mean, and we knew we had to do. And I trusted the defense. Everyone else trusted the defense, and we got all fired up, come out and produce in the 2nd half.
4 touchdown passes today for you. What changed, to make the field wide open for you to find your receivers?
I mean, they were getting open all day. I mean, at first I had trouble, picking up some blitzes.
How much time are we going to have? How much time are we going to have, Eric?
Came together and just won it.
next week. You go from here now 2-0 in the conference and a rivalry game looking ahead to next week. What are your thoughts?
I can't wait. I mean, we're ready, and we're just ready. That's all I can say.
And how big was this one, real quick, just to wrap it up, come to Staten Island and pull off a win?
Oh, it was huge. I mean, we got to win the away games. I mean, that's what we, all of our road games, and we proved it here. And then we can win coming from behind, and we got heart. That's all we got.
Congratulations on the win and the player of the game.
Thank you.
Paul, back up to you.
Thanks, Craig. Myles Russ had 95 yards rushing, but Cobb caught 2 touchdown passes. King caught 1. Green caught 1. Sinclair was great in the second half.
He was great. I was so impressed with his fundamentals, managing the game, not making mistakes. 15 of 27, 241 yards, 4 touchdowns. And he was sacked twice, but just resilient. Things weren't working in the first half. Second half just exploded.
Once again, our final score, Robert Morris 30 and Wagner 9. Join us for more NEC football Saturday, October 16th at noon when the Bryant Bulldogs take on the Monmouth Hawks. Please check your local listings. This telecast is a copyrighted production of the Northeast Conference and was produced in association with PS Wolf Media. For Steve Levy, Craig D'Amico, and our entire crew, this is Paul Dottino saying so long from Staten Island. And what better idea than for Craig D'Amico to interview the first family of Wagner basketball.
Thanks, Paul. That's a great lead-in. We got the rock stars of Wagner basketball here. We have Danny Hurley, who is the 17th head coach of Wagner men's basketball, and we have Bobby Hurley here to my right, who you may know as All-American point guard at Duke and one of the best college basketball players ever. So it's glad to have you guys here. Let me be the last to welcome you to the Northeast Conference. Now let me start with Bobby, because you're an older brother, I'm an older brother, so we got to know, what's it like having to take orders from younger brother over here?
It's good. He takes it easy on me. This is his chance to get back on all the times where I might have bullied him around growing up, but it's not really like that. We're so tight and so close, and I kind of think I know what he's thinking, and so we work pretty well together.
What kind of coaching advice and maybe philosophies have you taken from Coach K from Duke?
Well, I think it's about teamwork and approach to how you prepare. Coach worked his butt off, behind the scenes, getting guys ready, and when it was time to play, just gave them the freedom to play. And I think that's kind of Dan's philosophy a little bit too.
Now let me go over to Danny. Now, Coach, you came over from 9 years of high school ball, very successful, only 21 losses in those 9 years. You take over a program, though, that lost 26 games a year ago. So what has the transition been like, and what from your winning background can you imply here on Grimes Hill?
Well, I had a great teacher growing up. My dad obviously learned a lot about what it takes to be successful and building a program for my dad. It's just about creating culture, creating a competitive environment. In an atmosphere where our players believe that they're doing everything possible to be successful. It's about competition, and it's about every day, bringing your best effort.
Now, I talked with your athletic director and the coach, Walt Hamline, and he was telling me that you guys have been recruiting like nobody's business. How many frequent flyer miles have you racked up?
Well, I think we've got a great staff. We've got 3 of our 4 coaches on staff here played college basketball at a very high level. So I think we have a really good eye for talent. I think that the kids that we're recruiting, respect the player development aspect that they would get under us. We were very successful recruiting late, and we're off to a great start here early. Without players, you can't win.
Okay, now let me ask you about TJ Sesky. He's one of your kids, but he's also out here playing football. I don't know how good you are as a football scout to grade as a performance out here, but what have you seen from him maybe on the basketball court so far?
You know what, TJ, we were just talking about him in the stands. We were, he was in a couple hard collisions, and we were cringing, because we expect TJ to be a rotation guy for us, and and another ball handler, another passer. It's surprising how big he is on the field here, because he, we haven't had a lot of time with him. But, he's an impressive athlete. He's obviously a competitive kid and a physical kid, and we look forward to working with him.
All right, now, Bobby, let me ask you, as you could be the spokesman for the family here. Your dad was inducted into the Hall of Fame in Springfield, Mass. this past summer. What has that meant to him and to you and the family?
It meant a lot to us. It was something that we could share together. Just being there, just very proud of him. He kind of flew under the radar for a number of years, but did a lot of great work, helped a lot of kids get to college, and won at a really high level. And he's one of the top basketball coaches at any level, and we're excited for him, happy for him as a family.
Okay, now practice is just around the corner next month. November 12th is your season opener across the street at Spiro Center. What are you guys going to be, excited for and looking forward to in that opener?
We just want our guys to go out and play with a lot of energy, play with passion, not play aggressively in an attacking style. We don't want our players looking over their shoulder. When we get to game time, our practices are very intense. We do a lot of our heavy lifting, from Monday to Wednesday. Thursday night in the NEC is the night for the guys to perform, and we want our guys to feel like we have confidence in them and in their ability to go out and play and be aggressive and be confident.
I want to thank both you guys for joining us here at NEC Football. We'll see you again on NEC TV, of course, during basketball season. Thank you so much.
Look forward to it.
Sounds great.
All right, Paul, back up to you.
Well, thank you, Craig. Lines as our own Craig D'Amico with the president of Wagner, Dr. Rich Guarasci.
Thank you indeed, Paul. We're here with the president of Wagner College, Richard Guarasci, Dr. Richard Guarasci. And Mr. President, let me ask you about assess your athletic director, Walt Hemline, and his team's performance in the first half.
Well, we left a few points on the field here, but they've actually played very well. They've pretty much dominated. Robert Morris is a tough opponent. Joe Walton's a great coach, and I think we still have a little bit of Cornell left in us. A little bit too much Cornell. We played very well last week, and I hope they come out firing in the second half.
Now let me ask you, what's new here at Wagner College for the 2010-2011 school year?
Well, we have a brand new residence hall, foundation hall, $30 million, state-of-the-art, tremendous residence hall, learning community. Brand new scoreboard at the other end. I hope you pan over to see it at some point with instant replay and just great add to the campus. New parks, new parking lots. It's really been great.
Let me ask you about that new scoreboard. I was wondering if there's any more donors so I could get one at my house.
That's from the Mark Livwoods family, Mark and Amy and their wonderful family. And I have to do a shout out here for their son, Zach, who's a budding football player himself. Mark was on the '87 undefeated national championship team that won the Division III Stag Bowl. He was the long snapper and center, so he was very generous in giving us the scoreboard. Makes a huge difference for the team.
Now, last week you honored the 50th anniversary here of the 9-0 undefeated 1960 Wagner College team. What was it like? What was it like for them to have a homecoming here at Wagner?
Oh, it was fantastic. They can't believe all the changes to the campus in the last 50 years. It's just remarkable, and the campus is just flourishing. We were voted by U.S. News 2 years in a row the top up-and-coming school in North. #1 for commitment to undergraduate teaching, so on and so forth. A lot of accolades for the school on the academic side. Just a phenomenal institution.
That's always great to hear. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks so much.
Paul, back up to you.
All right, Craig, there's a lot to be happy about with Walt Hemline. He's got 196 career victories.